Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Samarian Sunset palette from Adept Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, she just got here today and I've been playing with it, and this is one of the looks that I created. I decided to film my intro because I don't want to take it off yet. It's so pretty, but I wanted to share this. I'm going to give you 3 looks. I'm going to give you some swatches on my arm as well as live swatches. I just feel like I want to give you a little bit of commentary and my thoughts on what I'm seeing in person because I never feel like the camera gives it everything or do it justice. So anyways, if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the video. Subscribe if you like it at the end of the video. Make sure and like, you guys. I'm getting into my groove of filming again and I want to hit the algorithm. So if you interact with the post, leave a comment, hit like or unlike, whatever you want to hit. That will help me kind of get it back into the algorithm groove so that I can start popping up for new people. So anyways, I appreciate you guys and your support. This palette retails for $79. $79.90? $79. And you can use code Yadi. It'll save you 10%. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. The palette comes with 10 duochromes and shimmers. There is some House of L shimmers in this palette, you guys, would just make me scream and melt all at the same time. It is absolutely my favorite formula that Adept has. It also comes with 5 mattes. The swatches are pretty, but I will tell you that on the mattes, I did have to go over them a few times because they're very subdued. They're not very powdery. It's a really nice matte formula. And they do build up nicely, as you'll see when I put together my looks, but that's what the swatches look like. Now, I did not get this palette in PR. I paid for it with my own money. I will give you all of my real and honest thoughts. However, I always do, but you guys know that Adept is one of my favorite indie brands, so I knew that I was gonna love it. If you guys watched my earlier video from a few days ago, I was talking about a palette that I kind of gave into and I purchased on impulse or because of emotion, fear of FOMO, fear of missing out. And this was the palette that I was talking about. I knew that I was gonna love it once I got it, but it was one that I wasn't planning on buying. That being said, I'm kind of glad that I have it because it is beautiful. Now, I have all kinds of Adept content on my channel and I'll link some of them below. I think I have swatched all of my Adept palettes as well in a swatch and sip, so I'll also link that below because it'll give you a good idea of what other shades the brand has, what kind of formulas they have, and I'll provide additional commentary on that, so I'll just link it. So before we get into the 3 looks, one thing that was on my mind is like, man, we go through these phases, you know, with makeup, and I've been pretty good about not buying so much makeup this year, but damn, you guys, like the fall palettes did not come to play in 2023. Every single fall palette that I've seen is just incredible. It makes me swoon. It's a little bit of grungy. It's a little bit of dark. It's got a little bit of color. All the beautiful multi-chromes. It's just incredible. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I resist all of them? So I actually have 2 more palettes that are waiting to be swatched and used that are part of the fall 2023 releases. So you'll be seeing those in the next few videos, but I'm just saying, you've got a really good pick of fall palettes this year. So that's why I want to film the videos and give you inspo and commentary and looks, because we can't buy it all, you guys. I'm fortunate enough to have gotten a lot of these in PR, but I paid for some myself. And so I just want to be able to give you that so that you guys can make your best choice. Okay, that being said, let's get into live swatches and let's start with the first look. I'm going to do 3 looks. I may throw some music over 1 or 2 of the looks. I'm not sure yet. And then at the end, you guys, I think you should probably stick around. I'm going to give you my final thoughts, tell you if it's worth the $79 or not. And then, yeah, let's just talk about it. Leave me a comment down below if you've tried Adept before, what your favorite palette is so far. And then also leave me a comment down below with what your favorite look was. All right, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're gonna go and do more in-depth swatches. I just feel like I want to experience the shimmers with you. Swatching them and just showing you an armful of swatches wasn't fun enough for me, so let's get into it. I did go ahead and swatch the mattes first. They're nothing special, nothing too crazy. One thing that I think stands out to me is they're a little more subdued than I would put in a fall palette. That's not a bad thing. We always, in general, especially for indie makeup enthusiasts, will pull in whatever palettes we need. But I just wanted to swatch those very quickly off camera. Now let's swatch the shimmers and let's just experience them together. So starting with the shade Mogue. This is almost like a Celestial Pat McGrath shade, and it is just gorgeous. So let's swatch it there. And what I mean by like a Pat McGrath Celestial shade, I'm sure you can see it there, is just there's no base to it. It's clear, but it is really, really pretty. It can go on top of any other shade and just make it look incredible. Super beautiful. So that's Mogue. And it's more like that flaky formula, so not a bad thing. The next one, I was instantly in love when I swatched it. This is called Farpoint. Farpoint. And it's like a yellow, but like a little bit of a celestial blue. Do you see how it shifts to pink? But on the finger, when I swatch it out of the pen, it's got this yellow base to it. It's so pretty, you guys. Look at that, how it shifts. That could be like the perfect topper to any neutral shade. The next one is called Riza, and it looks kind of limey green in the pan, but then when you swatch, you're going to pick up all these beautiful shades like the green, the pink, the purple. Ugh, you can pick up the lime there too. So there's Risa. Oh my God, look at that color, you guys. Are you seeing this flip that I'm seeing? Okay. See, sometimes I think like with indie stuff, like once you've seen one multi-chrome, you've seen them all, but then you get these really unique shifts. Like I don't have anything that shifts pink and green like that. It's just gorgeous. So exciting. The next one is called Lal, L-A-L. And it also has like a limey green. Oh my God, look, it's got that pewter, orange, green. Look at that shift. Oh my goodness. That one is gorgeous. That's gonna go beautiful over any shades. Look at that. Especially like I'm thinking like a gray matte. Ooh. The next one is Parkled. And this one reminds me of like the House of L shimmers, those special silky shimmers that will just go on forever. Look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. That orange is fall all over it with that lime yellow or green at the top. Look at that. It's like almost like a orange sherbet, strawberry sherbet, orange sherbet sorbet. It's such a beautiful, beautiful pinky orange. I love that. The next two shimmers are those like softer, flaky shimmers that kind of dip into the pan when you dig in. So be careful when you dig in, but they're also the ones that will just swatch forever, you know? And I will say that this is one that I think I have seen before in my collection. I'm thinking Pat McGrath, I'm thinking Davina, I'm thinking even Adept, but it's gorgeous. This one is Praxis, also one of those that will just swatch forever. That one's definitely giving me Sextraterrestrial vibes. But okay, so this is what I want to tell you. Like it does, but it doesn't. Okay, I'm looking at the last swatch, okay? So it's like hot pink, a little bit bronzy or coppery at the bottom. Then you go into like a yellow and then a green. I mean, come on, you guys. Those shadows are formulated so beautiful. That goes so perfect over like a dark chocolate brown. The next one is one that I think will be one of my favorite shades. It's called Trill. It's a really pretty pinky shade. I see ice blue and lime green from this angle here. And then you guys are seeing like purple and pink. But you see that shift there? I want you to see at the top here where it shifts. The next one is USS Defiant. USS Defiant, from my angle, it looks yellow and lime green, but then in the pan it looks orange, and look at how that swatches. Ooh, oh, this is gonna be one of my favorite. It's got like that gray undertone, just like this one does here. Those are some of my favorite that have come out recently, and I don't have those in my collection, but look at how beautiful. I love that flip there, that gray undertone or pewter flip. And the last shade is Tall Shiar. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's one of those, again, soft, flaky shimmers that you kind of have to work into the lid. I'm seeing like a baby aqua blue here. Yep. So those are the swatches for the Samarian Sunset. I feel like a lot of them have light to no base to them, so they're going to top really well over the mattes. So I think that's a good thing. There's a couple that are more opaque here in the bottom. But I think I want to start with an orange look, so let's dig right in. Now, I mentioned this, and I don't know if you caught that, but I just feel like we could have had some deeper mattes here. So what I did is I pulled in one of my favorite other Adept palettes, La Cienega palette, because it has a lot of the nice, warmy, and mauve-y mattes that I would want in a fall palette. And so I thought, you know what? Most people are going to pull in whatever palette they need to anyway. That's not that big a deal to me. So let's start with an orange look. Let's go ahead and start with the orange matte here, Delta Quadrant. I did prime my eyes with the Alter Ego primer. And ooh, okay. See, this is why we start working with the palette, because we think we know a thing or two and then it shocks us. But I didn't think it was going to pop this much, but this is gorgeous. Whoa, you guys see that? That's gorgeous. Okay, I want to smoke it out and really make it fall-like. So I'm going to go into the shade Dar Muck, this one here, and see. Maybe this one will shock me on the lids as well. And I'm going to go into the outside here. It's kind of giving me like pumpkin spice, but like murkiness. I dig it. I'm going to bring the green just a little bit in. Yeah, I like it. I think I want to go in with the second to the last shade, USS Defiant. I think that'll go really beautiful, popping it into the lid here. Oh, yeah. It almost looks like fiery red, you guys. See that? So pretty. And then I think I want to use one of, oh my gosh, that's looking so pretty, you guys. Now I think I want to use Far Point, this one here. It's really going to pop, I feel. So I'm going to just, with my finger, I'm just going to take it and then just pop it like right here at the beginning of the lid, the inner corner. Oh yeah. See how the colors shift? Now that I see it though, I am craving a deeper chocolatey outer corner. So I'm going to pull in La Cienega. And I think I'm going to go in with the shade Hawthorne here, this one here. I shut my blinds a little bit. It's like, ugh, always the lights, you know, we want the right lighting. But that's what it's looking there. And I do like what that chocolatey brown added at the end. Okay, I put my lights down and it's like, that's what I struggle with the most is the lighting. But let me pull you out so you can kind of see what we got here. That looks really, really pretty. This is exactly what I was thinking like I wanted. That's why I needed the chocolate brown, but what do we think? That looks really pretty. I'll do some lashes and then I'll come back. Okay, I was so sad to take that look off because it was so pretty, but I'm going to do a green look next. So I'm going to go in with that middle shade Tanagra. And I'm going to do, again, one of those really super easy halos, but I'm going to just take this. This is a Chantecaille brush, I think, but it's a little flat, a little fluffy, and I'm just going to go into the shade. And go all over the lid, but mostly concentrated on the side and the inside. we don't really have to worry about the middle section since that's the part we want it to look more like a halo. I'm going to make it more green, more murky, so I'm going to go in with Dormic here, this taupey mossy color. Concentrate it in this area. Ooh, I like how it's blending together. Now I'm taking Positronic Neck. It kind of has like a little bit of a cream color to it. Just to kind of blend it all in together at the top. I turned my lights down again, you guys. Oh, you don't know what a struggle it is, but I wanted you to kind of pick up on that little bit of a like salmon-y shade because it looks really light in the pan. It looks really, really light in the pan. I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but it looks like a skin color, but really light. But then when you put it on, it's kind of giving a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm going to go with the shade Proxies, which is this one here. And I'm going to pop it in the middle. Nah, I'm going to go in with my finger. Usually I try to concentrate just on the middle, but I'm kind of fat fingering it because it doesn't really matter. It's like a really messy halo, but that looks pretty. Taking this first brush and just marrying the two colors together, that looks really pretty. I like how I mean, you see the magenta, you see the green, then you see the mattes, like they all just blend so perfectly together. It looks like messy but perfect at the same time. I love it. I love this look so much. This is kind of like the dirty, mossy look I was kind of looking for this fall, like Halloween palette. Not that it's a Halloween palette, but anyway. Let me put some lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, here's look number 2. Ooh, it was so easy. So it's like I keep thinking I'm not done with the look, but this is gorgeous and a little spooky and like totally giving fall. What do you guys think? Another one that I don't want to take off, which is so exciting because, like, you know, after so many palettes, after so many brands having the same multi-chromes, like, you think that, I already have that shade. I already have that shade. But it is the combination, it's the color story that makes all the difference. So I just want to say that. But love, love, love this look, especially how easy it was. I could totally whip this up in like 2 seconds flat on a weekday when I'm in a rush. So we're going to go with a lighter look. We're going to really focus heavily on like the light shimmers that have no base, you know, the ones at the top. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, third and final look. I want to do like a really strong orange look because the first look was kind of blown out and I couldn't get it as deep as I wanted. But now we kind of know how deep the orange goes, so let's try it. I'm going to go with the Delta Quadrant first, and I'm going to pack it into the lid. And I have to go back to other fall palettes or palettes with oranges, but this is a really beautiful orange, you guys. I don't think I've seen such a pretty orange in a long time. It's got like some fieriness to it, maybe even a little neon to it, but it's still in person very fall-like. So I really, really like it. Okay. Love it. Now I'm going to use this really light shade Jalad, this one here, and I'm just going to use it to blow out, get rid of any harsh lines up here. That's a little stronger of a shade than I expected. So let me take my first brush and just kind of, I don't want to lose like the orange smoky blendy up there. Excuse me, that is freaking gorgeous. Ooh, love it. Okay, and what I wanted to use is I want to use some of these shimmers that have like no base, you know, and do something with them, but then I haven't used this one though. I haven't used Trill, which I really wanted to use it, so, let's go to the park, Come on now. Let's start with Mock, the very first one that we swatched the first time. And just on my finger, I'm going to pop, pop, pop. Whew. I knew it. See, I told you, if you put it over another mat, it's gonna just, whew. Do you see how wet that looks? Damn. Whoa. 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 I thought I was gonna do another shimmer, but it just completely transformed it. Oh my gosh, this looks like glittery pumpkins. Oh my god, this is adorable, you guys. I really, really love this. Ooh. It has some fallout, so use a glitter glue, but oh my gosh. I'm not doing anything else. I think I'm gonna do eyeliner and then lashes, and I'll be right back. This is stunning. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna bring you in real close so you can see the sparkle, and then we'll talk about it. Look at this. These are just two shades. Just two shades. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed. Okay, so I know the lighting's been all over the place today. It's you guys, filming a video with 3 looks, it takes a really long time. It was the middle of the day when I started. It's nighttime now. So I know we've been through it with the lighting, but I hope you can appreciate just how gorgeous that looks. 2 shades. It looks like glittery pumpkins. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful. And I was kind of worried because at look number 2, I thought I really love the first 2 looks, but I've kind of done everything I can with the palette. What am I going to do? No. These shades stand on their own, okay? So let's talk about it. What do I think about the palette? Okay, so I'm going to tell you it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. I do like all of the shimmers, obviously. I'm always going to be a fan of anything Adept puts out, except we got to keep it real, okay? We got to keep it real. So I'm going to tell you that, like, I still, even though this is so gorgeous and the orange is just really doing it on its own, I still feel like we could have used a black or a dark brown. After all, it is a palette. It is a sunrise palette. I feel like these 2 light shades, the Gelade and the Positioning Net, these 2, like they weren't necessary. Both of these shades were not necessary. We could have gotten rid of one of them. We could have put in like a deep, deep plum shade. That would have been really pretty, or a black. A dark, dark chocolate brown. I don't know. I just feel like for me, it was a bit lacking on the mattes. That being said, it's not really the focus of the palette. The focus of the palette are the shimmers, of course. I really, really, really love, cannot stress enough, like these lighter shimmers up here with no real opacity or base to them. When you're really just relying on the reflex and the shimmer and how it will shift on you. I can't stress enough how big of a fan I am of those here. I love that we have some House of Elle shimmer formulas here too. I don't think she confirmed that, but to me, just on how I feel the shimmers and how they swiped on the eye, all of that, it's House of Elle shimmers, which I am obsessed with. But yeah, the mattes were lacking a little bit. That being said, does it make the palette not worth it? No. I mean, most people are going to pull in another palette or whatever they need. I just wanted the real focus of the video, obviously to be on the palette, but that's just kind of how I feel. $79. Listen, I cannot even begin to tell you that I know how a business works, how much it costs to put a palette like this together, how much she paid for each shimmer formula. She always goes with very, very high quality shimmers. She works with a lab that kind of formulates the colors and the flips to be what she wants them to be. Very high-end lab from what I hear. She does a great job. She kills it with the color story every single time. I think it's a bit pricey, you guys, if I'm being honest. I think that this would have been, it would have felt a little more fair in like the $65 to $70 category, but I think $80, $79 was a lot of money. And again, you know, going back to the point that I'm a little sensitive to kind of what people are going through. A lot of people are trying to get out of the trouble or the mess they got into during COVID. Other people are watching the markets and the stocks and rumors of recession, things like that. So I don't know. It just, for me, it felt a little pricey. And I've seen other fall palettes that are coming out at similar price points, some even higher. So again, I have no idea what it takes to make a palette like this, to put it together, take it to market, advertise, all of that. I have no idea, but it felt a little pricey. That being said, like, oh my God, let me know which was your favorite look, but I'm a true fan of all three looks. I just think like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I'm loving is the Ghost Town USA palette was so different in formula and color story and everything than this one was. You know, we have the It's Belle Cosmetics palette coming, which I'll have a video on that soon. We have the Haunted palette from Gourmandi Girls coming. That one is a different color story. So I like how they're all kind of standing on their own. This is not a limited edition. You try as much as you can, as best as you can, to resist the FOMO if you're not in a position to buy it now. But when you are, use my code Yadi. It saves you 10%. Or anybody's code, but just use a code. But take your time. It's not limited edition. I did go on the website today and I looked, and actually she must have just gotten like a whole restock order early, because I asked her, I said, hey, I tried to mess around with the website a little bit and it didn't state that it was a pre-order. Is it a pre-order shipping in October, or what's the deal? And she's like, nope, not a pre-order. They're shipping within 2 to 15 days. So you will have it a lot sooner than you thought, so that you can use it through the harvest or fall season. But again, if you're not in a position to get it, just take your time. It's not limited edition. I do like that she offers options like, I think the PayPal in 4 or Zelle or Afterpay or something, that you can pay in 4 installments. That's always a good option. So you can kind of budget that way as well too. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought. I had a lot of fun. It took me all freaking day to film these, but it was worth it because I'm so excited with this palette. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you guys later. Bye.